Welcome to week 7 of the HPL monotype season, and the prep for this week. Sorry I missed it last week. It really would have helped me not mess up, but we're still here. This week, we're fighting the poison type with our season on the line. As I've done this, standings haven't been updated since I last showed y'all, but we sit at 2-4. On the outside looking in, I believe it's technically still possible if we went out to maybe make playoffs, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Especially with the poison type this week, who are one of the best teams. I've only lost once, to my knowledge, which will not be fun for me. Looking at their team, it's Mega Venusaur, Iron Moth, Nidoking, Crobat, Alolan Muck, Sandaconda as the Terra Captain, Ariados, and Swalot. Ariados can slow us down with Sticky Webs if it shows up. Otherwise, we'll do what we did to Galvantula to it and hit it with an Ivy Cudgel. While I sound confident about that, I'm not confident about literally anything else. My best answer to their team is Psychic and Ground type attacks, but they have immunities to both. And Mega Venusaur was the #1 overall pick. And it's the reason I'm in the situation I am. I wanted Mega Venusaur, but I didn't want to do Poison type because I don't like the Poison type. But it was taken first overall, so I had to figure everything out on the fly. It will be a pain. Mega Venusaur, I'm not really sure how we're going to beat. Iron Moth will be annoying. Nidoking can just run through half of my team, and it's hard to prep for because it can be physical or special. Crobat outspeeds most things without Scarf. That'll be annoying. Alolan Muck is immunity to Psychic type attacks. Sandaconda's in a weird spot into me. I'm actually not entirely sure if it'll show up, because if I call a switch and hit Sandaconda with a grass move before it gets to Terra, it just dies. Ariados can set Sticky Webs and be very annoying, and Swalot is Swalot. I don't know what it does, to be honest. But with that being said, let's jump into the team. Starting with Ogerpon. A very similar set to what helped last week with Spiky Shield instead of U-Turn. The idea is probably just to lead it and see what it can do. As Ogerpon has a super effective attack and do everything into their team except Mega Venusaur. That's pretty much it. He's fast as possible. He's going to hit really hard. Next up is Boot Celebi with Nasty Plot, Thunderwave, Psychic, and Hidden Power Ground. I want to probably lead this or switch it into the right opponent and click Nasty Plot or Thunderwave and then try and just sweep from there. Todd Scroll. I'm actually going to change this last move as I'd rather have Rapid Spin. But Todd Scroll, AV'd, he's shown up every week when I didn't think he'd show up more than 3 times. He's the GOAT, like I said a couple weeks ago. Earth Power is Ground Stab into most of their team except the Crobat. Acid Spray, I think, can be interesting if it lets me find some ranges onto certain mons. Flash Cannon is just there for a move. I don't think we'll ever click it. Actually, we'll click Flash Cannon into Crobat. Didn't really have any good moves into that spot. And Rapid Spin to get rid of Sticky Webs or Toxic Spikes. Speaking of Toxic Spikes, Amoonguss is here. Physical Amoonguss this week with leftovers. We have Synthesis to try and keep Amoonguss alive on top of Regenerator. Stomping Tantrum hits most of their team, and then Body Slam and Foul Play for the rest of it. Meowscarada is interesting this week. We have Triple Axle, which hits a couple of their mons super effectively. Where to go? Wrong tab. Meowscarada is able to hit both Nidoking and Crobat super effectively with it. That's why we have Triple Axle. Knockoff to remove items outside of the Megastone. Sucker Punch to pick up a low KO. And U-Turn to pivot out. I'm honestly, this first week, I'm not confident in Meowscarada being able to do a really good job. But it won us last week's game with the 2 crits at the very end. So it feels bad dropping it. And finally is Jumpluff with a Goodbye Berry to hopefully live 1 poison type attack and then fire off an Acrobatics into Ariados or Mega Venusaur. It's not going to kill either. But Strength Sap to keep it healthy and to hurt the physical attackers. And Reflected Light Screen to set up screens. I'm leaning Jumpluff over Comfey this week because Comfey doesn't give me the nice little window of switching in and resisting a hit, or taking a hit and not being super effective, as their stab is super effective into both Comfey's normal type and R type. So our Terra Captain's not really much of a help this week. I'd rather just have Jumpluff speed. With that being said, this week is going to be extremely tough, and I figure we'll maybe take 1 or 2 KOs. It's not going to be pretty for us, as there's a reason the poison type is not a good matchup for grass type. I don't know where I was going with that. There's a reason they're at the top of the standings. They're 1 or 2, as not only as are they a really good battler, but this is also a really bad matchup for me. With that being said, I will see y'all in the battle. Alright, welcome to the battle for Week 7 HPL monotype against the Poison type. And it's obviously not a matchup that favors us. So our playoff life is on the line here. Don't really expect to win this, but if we can keep it close, I'll honestly be happy. That being said, I didn't really think about what I want as a lead. So let's just go with Masquerada because I can U-turn into something else. Highest Anaconda. What does it want to do? Yeah, you Terra Poison. Leftovers. Stealth Rocks. Dope. Well, that did nothing. I should have just U-turned. Let's go to... I'm so scared to switch into anything, honestly. Let's go Mungus. He's bulky. Glare. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I can Stomping Tantrum. I think that's our best play. There's only one ground immune mon, that being Crobat. But Mungus being paralyzed isn't the best. I don't know. Let these... Okay, yep, in comes Venusaur, and I'm paralyzed. So they don't know what I'm trying to do, but... that's very unfortunate. We do have Jumpluff, who can do some stuff to Venusaur. With Acrobatics, it's not going to kill, though. Got a Mega. Work up. Oh! Lovely. Yeah, I love to have had a bit more chip on this thing. Does... it did 20. Ah. I mean, I could do it again. That'd be funny. But it'd do more if they go for another workup. I'm gonna... okay, yeah. Synthesis. See if I can paralyze it. That'd be great. Nope. Go for another paralysis. And right, we got paralyzed. Okay, so if there's a Sludge Bomb coming... do I need a Mungus? Not really. So I can go here because I'm gonna be fat. No, I'm not. This is faster, but I don't have the bulk yet to do the damage, I don't think. Alright, go Jumpluff. 350. Sludge Bomb's the... hold on, let's see real quick. Is Sludge Bomb physical or special? Special. Let's get a light screen off. Super effective. My berry. Acrobatics! Yeah, 30%. That's what we expected, if I'm being honest. But now I don't feel as bad to just go into Celebi. Nasty Plot. Live 1. And now I click Psychic. We've gotten Celebi into a really good position. Unfortunately, there's the one thing that'll be faster. That is... oh, shoot, Crobat's faster, too. Never mind, there's... okay, I know there's 2 things that are gonna be faster. Okay, what type of move? You just click a poison move into my team. Everything. Fiery Dance. Boosted special attack, my light screen's gone, and that's probably game right there. That is not gonna be pretty. Well, I took out Mega Venu, I guess. That should just... Yeah, you got the special attack boost from it. I don't think that ends the game, but... Yeah, 50% chance to boost special attack. You get it off of booster speed. I don't even know if Meowscarada's faster. But Meowscarada doesn't have any stab into that. They've had another turn of light screen. I don't know. No, I guess it's not done because we do have Ogre Pawn. Todd Scroll lives. And picks up the kill. People don't expect the special bulk from this guy, and it is amazing. Todd Scroll is my king. Too bad he is gonna die here, but let's see if they let us get a rapid spin off. Nah. Okay. Out comes Nidoking. Poison Ground. Means I'm kind of forced into Meowscarada and the Triple Axle. One hit. Oh, the first hit crit. But only one hit? Meow, why'd you only hit once? And now I literally can't switch it out because... Okay. There is a slight path back into this. Never mind, it's done. I needed 3 hits there. Live and die by the Triple Axle, boys. So that's a psychic type. Yeah. Yeah, so we have to go Ogre Pawn. Now, this is Swords Dance Ogre Pawn, but what is this monk gonna do? Drain Punch, okay. Lucky Shield. Just Stomping Tantrum. I mean, this will be close. I don't have my... Brave Bird! Okay. Yeah, we don't live Brave Bird. Nope. And I do not. I gotta click Psychic. That's... 3-0 doesn't do justice to how the team fared in that. I think we actually did really well, but, I mean, loss is a loss, and that's probably a playoff. Hopes dashed. Which will mean next week we'll bring some fun on and do something stupid.